Hello everyone and welcome back to a new video. The beginning of this year for me has been pretty thrift heavy, as in I've gone thrifting a couple of times and I have some great things to show you today. I'm strategically kind of blocking them right now. I'll move in a second. So I am intending to make a video in a week or two, maybe in the next couple of weeks, of me styling at least some of these pieces behind me. If there isn't a specific one you would like to see me style, let me know in the comments down below and maybe I'll make sure to do that. I don't know when I'll be filming things and I don't know if I'll style all of these items, but even so, I have 9 pieces on the rack behind me to show you, 9 clothing pieces, and actually, the shirt I'm wearing and the skirt I'm wearing are also new. So let's start with those. The shirt I thrifted recently. All of these technically were thrifted recently, but this is one of my most recent finds. It's this cropped sleeved, cropped pink button down. It's like my perfect shade of pink. I love this. It's not too salmony or too peachy, and it's not too bubblegum. It's just perfect. And it has this wonderful, wonderful texture to it, which I'll put the English name of on the screen for you right now. This is really, really comfortable. And like I said, it's cropped. So like if I raise my arm, it's gonna ride up a little bit. I also don't have it buttoned right now, which also makes a difference. But I'm really excited to have this for summer, while I also think it's great for right now, today, when I'm wearing it. And I am just really excited to style this in multiple ways down the line. And I'm just thinking of like several of my clothing pieces, like my axolotl dungarees would look good with this, my pink linen pants would look good with this, and so on and so on. I think it's going to be a really good addition to my wardrobe. And then on the bottom, I'm wearing this denim skirt that I also got recently. And I got this at a kilo sale. You pay per weight. There's a set sum per weight, and there's one sum for clothes, and there's another sum for fabrics and curtains and stuff like that. And I got this and I really, really like it. Today's the first day I'm wearing it. It's like a little bit above my knee. I did not place the camera very well, but a little bit above my knee. And I'm really comfortable in this. And I think this is a good skirt length for me to still be comfortable in it in summer. Now, a slight problem always for me with denim skirts is the fit and the shifting of them as I move. So it's a little bit large in the waist, which is good because that means it's not too tight and it's not uncomfortable, and I can sit down and still, feel good in it and not have to reposition it every time I sit down. But with denim skirts, for me, they always kind of ride up and they always kind of move around. And today, the first day I'm wearing it, I've just been home. I have been sitting on the couch and doing nothing up until standing here to film this video. So I'm not 100% sure how this is gonna function for me, or how it's gonna behave, I should say, moving forward. But I really like the denim color of it. I like the shape of it. It's nothing special, but it's really nice. It's really cute. And it had like a couple of stains on it when I got it, but they went away in the wash, so that was convenient. Now let's show you the rack behind me. Here we have the remaining 9 items that I'm going to show you, and I've hung them in the order that I got them. 2 of these, I think, maybe 3, you will have already seen in videos that are probably out before this one is. I'm not entirely sure when each video is going up at this point, but you might have seen a couple of these. Even so, let's run through them. The first item I got this year is this dress. This is a gingham dress in beige and white. It's a midi length and it's tiered. It has a couple layers to it. I think 1, 2, 3 at least, maybe 4, depending on how you count. And it has these really nice poofy sleeves. They have elastic at the bottom, and so they poof out at your elbow length, sort of. And it buttons down the front. It is currently open. And then it has these really pretty, really small pleats down the front. There we go. I don't know how much they add visually. I don't know how much they add functionally, but they're nice. It's really nice. And this button's quite high up on the neck, but when I've worn it, I've left 1 or 2 buttons unbuttoned and just like flipped the front panels out like so. And I really, really enjoy this. I wore this when we celebrated my mother-in-law's birthday recently, and I got compliments on it, which is always nice, but I also just felt really comfortable in this and really pretty. This is more neutral than I usually kind of go for, although there is a neutral side to me as well. And looking at this, I feel like there are a lot of neutral pieces on this rack, which is a little bit surprising. But I do have some neutral pieces now, including this one, that I really do like, even though sometimes I really lean more towards color and pattern and fun like that. But this feels like a really good addition to my wardrobe, and I really look forward to wearing this in the summer. The way I wore it for my mother-in-law's birthday thing was with a belt and some black tights, because that's just what I do. But I think this with, you know, bare legs in the summer and no belt and just free and flowing and fun and flirty and other words on F that I can't think of. Friendly, let's go with that one. I think it's gonna be and look really, really nice and be really, really comfortable. Secondly, we have this green t-shirt, which is a little bit wrinkly at the moment. Let's ignore that. It is this gorgeous green color, and I have a t-shirt. I'll pull it out for you if I can get to it. This one, which is essentially the same color. This shows up a little bit greener on camera and this slightly bluer, but to the naked eye in real life, they are the same color. I've had the folded one for a couple of years now, and it's a much tighter fit. It's cotton and it has a little breast pocket. This one is flowier and a bit looser, a bit boxier in shape, which I also think is going to be really nice for, you know, the warmer months and all that. It's a really, really soft, nice fabric. I think it might be viscose. It is indeed viscose. So it's like that flowier, more drapey kind of fabric than the cotton one is. I'm not getting rid of the one with a pocket and replacing it with this. I'm going to have two. That's my intention. But this being a little bit flowier is going to be really nice for the warmer weather. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the other one in warm weathers. But with this being, like I said, looser and more airy, it's going to be really, really nice. And obviously every outfit I wear with the green one with the pocket, I can also wear with this one. So it means the same outfits, but with two different shirts. At the same place I got that green t-shirt I just showed you, I got this big, nice, dark blue denim shirt. This is really, really heavy. I got this from the men's section, and it has these really nice, like, popper buttons on them. There we go. It's got these kind of buttons, which are really pretty. And I have a slightly lighter blue, more colored like the skirt type of denim shirt that I got last summer, and I really enjoy. It has like slightly shorter sleeves, and it's a bit boxier and has more pockets on it, and I wear that a fair bit. I wear that quite a lot actually, and I've been wanting to get a second one because I have this vision of embroidering on it, which is not something I do on the regular, no, but my husband does, and I'm influenced. And I have this person I follow on Instagram whose handle I just cannot remember. I'll see if I can find it and put it on the screen for you right now. They have this denim dress, I believe it is, or a longer denim shirt that they've been embroidering on for the last year or two, and it just looks really, really cute. So I'm tempted to do that, but I also can't decide between this one and my other one, which is the one that should be embroidered on. And perhaps neither one will be, and perhaps I'll get a third one that will be the one that gets embroidered on. But I've been wearing this a fair bit so far this year as well, and it's nice and heavy. The sleeves are a little bit long, so I tend to cuff them or roll them up a little bit, and then they poof out nicely on my, like, at my wrist, which I quite like. But it's really nothing special. But this is just a different aspect of my style, a different part of my style, and it is pretty eclectic. Not the shirt in itself, but my style is pretty eclectic. More on that in upcoming videos, and you might have seen something in the past too. But I've really enjoyed wearing this so far, and I like that it is so heavy. To be fair, we're not yet in the warmer months. It's February when I'm filming this. It's not warm at all. It's warmer than it's been, and spring might be approaching. But even so, this I could probably wear as sort of a lighter jacket on like a cool summer evening kind of thing. Although I do also have a denim jacket, so I could just wear that. But I don't know how much wear I'll get out of this in like the warm months. If it's like 30 degrees and sticky outside, this might not really serve a purpose. But for the winter months, for the cooler parts of spring and autumn, I think it's great. Next up, we have this shirt, which is very wrinkly. Let's ignore that. I got this at a kilo sale as well. This one was in Uppsala. The previous one was in Stockholm. And this is very similar to this shirt that I got at the same kilo sale at a different time earlier, like last year sometime or the year before. They are pretty similar. This one is a more cool toned pink, and this one's slightly more warm toned. This has a collar, this does not. But they are really similar for having been got at the same place. I haven't worn this yet. This just recently came out of the wash, and it's wrinkly, so I want it ironed before I wear it. But I really like this, and I can't really put my finger on why that is. It could be the pink, it could be as simple as that. But I don't know, it's just very soft, both to the touch, but also like this, the look of it is pretty soft. And this tucked into something, or even worn not tucked in with this skirt, would look really cute. And it, I don't know, it felt like it was worth trying it and seeing how it fits into my wardrobe. And like I said, with it being very similar to this one, and this one having a place in my wardrobe, even though I don't wear it super often, I think it's going to work. Do I need two? Possibly not. But they are different enough for me to think that it would be worth trying out. And I'm excited. And I think this, again, layered with like cardigans and stuff, worn with bare legs and a skirt like this, the options are endless. The options are truly endless. Now, I don't know how much I've said about this in earlier videos, but I am going through a phase, and I have been for quite some time, if I'm being honest, where I'm really struggling with bottoms, and I think maybe that's why I sometimes gravitate towards dresses instead. I have gotten rid of a fair few bottoms because they don't fit me anymore, because I've changed size, and that is valid. But I also struggle with what kind of bottoms do I want to wear. I haven't worn jeans for months. Denim, yes, but not jeans. And I feel like a fair few of my skirts that still fit me and that I still have are more geared towards summer or warmer weather at least. Same with like my pink linen trousers. So like I'm struggling a little bit in the bottoms department. And could I get by with just wearing dresses? Sure, yes, probably. But I got these pants recently and I have worn them and they kind of work. They feel really good. So they are these dark, like khaki colored pants. I feel like they're showing up a little bit too bright on the camera, but they definitely are khaki. And they have a little bit of elastication in the back, which I really like actually, just a little bit here and on that side. And it doesn't make a huge difference. I can't stretch that very far, but it does make a little bit of a difference. And then there are belt loops, so I can also wear a belt with these. And it has these nice little flower embroidery on the pockets, which I really like. And I got these in a thrift store and I was like, they're not gonna fit me. And the sizing is weird because they're a size 22 and European sizes is like 32, 34, 36, 40, 42, etc. This is 22 and it's definitely not a 22 inch. So I don't understand what this sizing is. This is also an older like in-house brand of a brand we still have. We have this store called Lindex, and this is their casual brand, which I've never seen in my life as far as I can remember. So like they're probably from the 90s, maybe early 2000s, I don't know. So I don't understand the sizing of them, but they do fit. Are these the most flattering pants I've ever worn? No. Do they have to be? Also no. They are comfortable, which is the most important thing. They could stand to be a little bit longer, but that's a me problem. I have long legs. That is where I carry my height, or where I have my height. The only thing is that when I got these home, because I tried them on the store and I was like, they fit. They are comfortable. What is this sorcery? And then I brought them home, and then when I tried them on at home, they're surprisingly tight in the knees. And I don't think that my knees are like unproportionately big compared to the rest of me, but when I bent my knees, again, when I tried it on at home, I felt like they were tight, like across my kneecap, but when I actually wore them, they were fine. So I'm confused about what's going on with my knees or with these pants, but I really, really like them, and I do have a plan for an upcoming video that I might film closer to summer than we're in right now. I'm not quite sure, but I want to style some Hobbit inspired looks with things from my wardrobe. And I just said that I'm tall, but I can still dress like a Hobbit. It's fine. And I feel like these will do really well in that. That is not the reason I got them. The reason I got them is because I like them and they fit me, and I could benefit from having more bottoms that fit me and that I'm comfortable in. But I'm happy to have these, and I look forward to styling these moving into the warmer months as well, although they do really work in the cool months, which we're in right now. Now, speaking of bottoms, I have these dungarees. So if you saw my closet clear out video, which I'll have linked up in the cards, or if you saw my tier ranking of the clothes I got in 2024, I had gotten these Lucy and Yak square patterned pants, right? And I could not make them work for me. They did not fit. They were too big. The crotch was too low. It just didn't work. And so I've managed to pass them on to someone else via Vinted. Around the same time though, I found these on Vinted. And I want to show you the print up front because they're really, really cool. I really like this print. And I got these. And if you've been here before, you know that I have my Run and Fly axolotl dungarees, which I really, really like. And I got these, which obviously different brand, different make, different everything. These are not quite what I expected, but I will try to make them work. They definitely work better than the pants did, so that's a win. So the thing with these is that they are a lot tighter than the Run and Fly ones, even though sizing wise I'd say they're about the same. I wear a small in the Run and Fly and they are a bit oversized, and these are a size 10, UK 10, a US 6. I'd say that's probably around a small as well, but these are a lot tighter in the butt and in the legs. And it makes it so that when I wear them, like they're tight on the butt and then it's just like a straight line, just standing up in the back to connect with the top, which I don't love the look of that, but they are comfortable. I can move freely in them. I can sit in them. I have no restrictions on them like that, or they don't restrict me, I should say. And I think I might just have to try retying the straps and seeing if that makes a difference. But they're really cool. They're really pretty. I really like the feel of the fabric. They're really soft. Softer, I'd say, than the Run and Fly ones. So these are another addition to my new bottoms, or two bottoms in my wardrobe. I have styled them one way so far. The video on that may or may not be up. I have no idea. But I wore them with a white top, and like all of my white button downs is going to work with this. But I also want to try to find other things in my wardrobe that I could style these with. And I thought that this shirt might work, but upon closer inspection, the pinks, I think, are just too different, at least in person. On the camera, it looks okay, but these ones are definitely more salmony and more like a red-toned pink, whereas this is more of a blue-toned pink, so possibly not. But I'm excited to style these in more ways and keep wearing them and finding new ways to style them, and I'm just hoping that I can find a way to make them feel a little bit looser here, and not have that straight back piece on them. These also really stand out from all the pieces I have just showed you, but that's okay. Now, I obviously have a lot of things on here that I really like, and my goal is to just introduce things to my wardrobe that I like, preferably that I love. But I think that this next piece is my favorite of the pieces I've gotten so far this year. And that is this sweater. I got this as well off of Vinted this year, and it is just gorgeous. I love the floral pattern. I love the colors on it. It's light blue in the back and the sleeves like wrap around with the same patterns all around. It's just so good. It is so, so good. I feel like it's important to point out that I have not yet worn this. And the reason for that is because I got it kind of recently. I got it sometime in February and it really reeked when I got it. And when I say that it smelled bad, I don't mean like body odor or smoke or anything like that. But whatever detergent or fabric softener or perfume, I suppose, that the previous owner used was so incredibly strong, and it smelled like bubblegum. And I don't mind gum, like mint gum, fine, but that really, really artificial bubblegum flavor or scent for that matter, I cannot stand. I don't know why. And that is what this smelled like to me. So when I got it, I immediately set it aside to be washed because I could just not stand that scent. And it got washed this past week. And about 30 minutes to actually throwing this in the washing machine, I had it soak in a mix of water and white vinegar to help with the scent. And when I removed this from the washing machine, I was like, oh, it still smells. But that has actually gone away while this was drying. And if I sniff it now, it's not there. There might be the tiniest hint, but I can't really detect it. So yes, I am so excited for this sweater. It is just gorgeous. It really leans into that sort of quote unquote grandma core thing that I also really enjoy, which I feel this first dress could sort of work for, stay with me, but this denim shirt does not, and these pants I just showed you does not. But I really love this, and I'm so excited to wear this moving forward. And I think, I mean, obviously this will work in the winter. It's a cotton knit jumper. It's warm, it's fine. But again, those like cooler summer nights, or while it's spring but still too cold, those kinds of times, perfect sweater. Perfect sweater. And if you saw my recent thrift with me, that I will have linked in the cards, I got this cardigan in that this beautiful cotton and ramie mix. It's black based, and then it has these florals and like a sash kind of detail on it with little tassels at the bottom, although all part of the knit. Nothing's actually dangling off of it. And then a floral panel in the back as well and on the sleeves. This is really, really cute. And I feel like it is this previous sweater, but in a different font. You know? Yeah. And it's also this sweater in a different font. This sweater and that sweater, similar fonts. This is really comfortable. It is really, really heavy, which is also why it's falling off the hanger right now. And I usually don't store my knitwear on hangers. I'm just doing this for the video. It's really heavy. It's really pretty. It's really soft. I wore it earlier this week and I really enjoyed it. I was actually too warm in it that time, but that was because I was in a certain part of my job where it's much, much warmer than the rest of my workplace. This is lovely. I love it so much. This says dry clean only, but I said that in the Thrift With Me video. It smells like someone's detergent, and like a nice detergent, not like 15 gallons of bubblegum detergent. And I definitely think it has been hand washed, or like washed at home, I should say. And that is also what I will be doing to it. I do not think this requires hand washing, just like gentle washing and like drying flat and all that kind of stuff. It's not made from fabric or yarn that should shrink, as far as I'm aware, so I think we're going to be perfectly fine together. And lastly, we have a vest. You may have seen my vest collection video up in the cards. This was not included in that because it's such a recent purchase. I got this a week ago, yesterday, as of me filming this. This is a really pretty vest with, like, I really like these colors, even though they don't feel super, super me. I do think I can make them work. Hopefully, again, for that Hobbit video, with these pants that I showed you a little while ago, these pants and this vest, it's gonna look good. This is a nice little suit vest kind of thing, and what I like about it, apart from the colors, apart from the shape, apart from being a vest, is that the back is also the same fabric. I find a lot of vests have like this nice fabric in the front and then the back is shiny, and I don't always mind that, but I really liked that this was double-sided. Not reversible, but double-sided. This is also vintage from a store we have here called Kappahl. This is one of their older in-house brands. It's called Sinclair, and this says Sinclair by Kappahl, essentially. And I am looking forward to styling this as well. Now, I have said many a time that you cannot go wrong with a white button down, and I do still generally believe that to be true, but I think that this might be a bit too much contrast. Like I've sometimes complained that my black tights that I live in winter might be a little harsh against some of my more colorful clothes. Like, I feel like the skirt in this outfit kind of neutralizes the tights towards the top and the top towards the tights. But like this against stark black would be kind of a harsh contrast. And I think a stark white shirt against this vest might also be a stark contrast. I will explore that in my Hobbit dressing video and beyond, but you still cannot go wrong with a white button down. It's still the hill that I will die on. Now, as an honorable mention, before I wrap this video up, I want to show you this little bag. I also got this year, but it's not a clothing piece, so I wasn't sure if I was going to include it. But it's this beautiful, beautiful, still has the tag on it. It was 40 Swedish kronor. Hand embroidered little purse thing with a clasp at the top to open it up. It's lined on the inside and it has this little chain to hold it by or carry it by. For a long, long time, I've really enjoyed this kind of closure. I think it's so pretty, so cute, and really has that vintage flair to it. I have nothing like it, but this really reminds me of portmonnaie, which is like, it's a Swedish word, possibly not a fully Swedish word, but it's a word for like a little wallet type thing with this kind of closure and then just one big pocket on the inside. Not a modern wallet that has like different sections for cards and bills and stuff like that. I think this is really pretty and I would like to style this. I just don't really know how. And the slight problem with it is if I hold this up to you and then I put my phone next to it, my phone won't fit in this. And I don't have a huge phone, but my phone will not fit in this. So either this is just for like styling things when I don't need to have my phone, maybe it's just for the looks and having a bigger bag for this, or leaving my phone at home and just having a little purse. But there we have it. Those are the 9 plus 2 clothing pieces plus 1 purse that I wanted to show you in this collective thrift haul of things that I've acquired at the beginning of this year. Is it a lot of pieces? Yes, I'm willing to say that it is. Do I regret any of them? Absolutely not. And I hope they will stay in my wardrobe for a very long time to come and make me very, very happy. I would love to hear in the comments down below which item was your favorite and or which item you would like to see me style in an upcoming styling video of some or all of these. Thank you so much for watching. I will be back with another video soon, so I hope to see you then. Bye!